After 5 years, I've finally got another ARRMA Granite on the channel. And of course, it's their most up-to-date version. This is the new 223s. And I think we all know the new 223s range isn't doing as well as ARRMA thought it would do. Now, unfortunately, a lot of the new 223s cars are facing some ESC issues, but we're going to talk a little bit more about that later. Now, a lot of people don't know, but I actually started my channel with an ARRMA Granite. It was the most basic brushed version, the Mega 4x4. That was the first truck that got me back into the RC hobby after being out of it for about 10 years. It just seemed like a really cool 1/10 scale truck at the time. I then started doing videos of upgrading it, and before I knew it, the channel started to grow. 500 videos, and 5 years later, I think it's fair to say that I'm now an RC YouTuber, something which I had no idea was going to happen. Anyway, I'm not complaining because I love my job. I get to test various cars on my channel and it's a real privilege. So I wanted to get this on the channel to try and relive some of those good memories from 2020, but also to see how this performs compared to the Vortex that I reviewed recently, which was good, but I did face some ESC issues. Oh. What? What's happened? I just find it really strange that this wasn't really mentioned or spoken about when the early samples got sent out. Now, I'm not saying any channels out there are being dishonest. I'd like to think everyone would tell the truth, but in the world of YouTube, not everything is as it seems. Anyway, we're not here to talk about what everyone else has said about this. You're here to listen to my take on it. So let's talk about styling. This is the gunmetal version. Come on. I think it looks great. So of course, one of the changes they've made on these new 223s cars is they do have like a clipless body system, which can be a bit of a pain to get the bodies off. I mean, I'll try and do it one-handed. I don't think I'll be able to. Oh, maybe. This can be a little bit awkward. Ugh. Yeah, I might have to, oh, there we go. Eventually it will pop off. So there's a quick look at that underneath. I've never really had an issue with body clips, just keep loads of them spare. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail when it comes to the chassis features and everything else. You know, this has been around for a little while now. It's pretty much identical to the Vortex. There's not really a lot more to say about this platform. But what I do want to do is see how this performs today. I want to see if I have any ESC issues. And then, of course, at the end, we will give it a quick off-road test and I will give you my final thoughts. So in the box, we've got the new updated SLT3 again, just like with the Vortex. And then of course we have our accessory bag with some basic tools. And of course our manual, pretty much exactly the same stuff that you get with the Vortex. So let's give this a 3S speed test. Let's see if we have any issues with that ESC. I really hope we don't, but it's very common at the moment. Before we do that, I'm giving you the chance to win this ARRMA Granite 223s. All you have to do is head over to raffle after watching this video. So grab a ticket if you want to support the channel, and of course you want a chance to win this fantastic new RC truck. Use the code ARRMA5 at checkout and you will get 5 extra free tickets. You only need to purchase one. I'm also giving you a chance to win my Infraction 3S BLX. It's one of the best and one of the fastest street bashers you can buy, but why buy one when you could win one? Grab a ticket for that over on raffle as well if you want to win that one. I think it's fair to say that that Infraction looks absolutely incredible. Good luck if you do enter, and as always, thanks for supporting the channel. Right, so let's start the GPS. I have to say I'm a little bit nervous about this one. That's full throttle. So many people are facing ESC issues with these at the moment. Oh dear. I think it's fair to say the same thing has happened to me again with this one. What is going on? Let's try restarting this and giving it another go. Okay, sounds good. So that's full throttle. Now I would say the battery in that has probably had around 10 uses, so it's not brand new, but you shouldn't have to buy a brand new battery every time you buy a new truck. And once again, issues, unfortunately. Now it could just need a brand new battery, but why should you have to buy a brand new battery just to please this truck? I use that battery on some of my other trucks and I don't have any issues. Now this is a real strange one actually, because every time you hit full throttle, it just seems to cut out. Now, just because this has a slightly older battery in it shouldn't make any difference at all, because all the cells are charged up to 4.2 volts. Yeah, I have to say once again, it's slightly disappointing. Now, this leaves me in a slightly awkward position because yes, I could try another battery, but again, I don't think this should be having this issue. It's a real strange one actually, because as long as I'm not on the throttle completely, it's fine. It works perfectly. It's only if I have that throttle held down, you know, to complete the speed run, for example. You know, it's working perfectly fine. It's a real odd one, because it obviously means that once that ESC is really starting to pull power from a battery, unless it really likes everything it's seeing, yeah, it will just start to cut out. Let's try it again. Let's go down the end. We'll hit full throttle and see if it cuts out again. I have a feeling it's going to. So either this ESC is just really sensitive, or you really do need to use like some seriously high powered batteries to please this thing. That's full throttle. Yep, just as I expected. That is that has made it slow right down. Yeah, it's very strange. Yeah, this isn't how I planned this video was going to go, to be fair. I was hoping to relive some memories from back in the day. So essentially the day is over. That's as far as I'm going to go with the Granite. This really didn't go as planned. Yes, I could go home, I could grab another battery and try again, but I really shouldn't have to. And my point is, I can remember using that exact pack last week on a different truck. And guess what? I had no issues whatsoever. I'm certainly not going out and buying Spectrum batteries, which is what I think this truck wants. Yeah, I think it's fair to say I still stand by what I said the first time. That 2-in-1 ESC was a massive step backwards for ARRMA. Yeah, I am slightly upset actually, because I was really looking forward to making this video. So we're going to leave the video there today. Let me know in the comments what you make of this. I think this is going to be a controversial one, because I know lots of you are going to say, why didn't you just go home and get another battery and make sure it has this C rating and that C rating? Yeah, you shouldn't really have to. Like I said, the 3S pack in that is fully charged. Yes, it's not a new battery, but it worked perfectly fine on another truck last week. You shouldn't have to go out and buy brand new batteries just to please this truck, or any of the other 2 to 3S trucks. ARRMA, you've let me down here. And I'm gonna say it again like I did last time. Yes, all the little upgrades are nice, like the clipless body and the center diff and everything else, but what use is all of that if they can't even get the electronics right? And I'm waiting for the fanboys to say, oh, you should have used a very high C rating pack. Those people that say that don't know anything about C rating, and truthfully, even a 50 C pack would be suitable for a 1/10 scale truck like this. So we're going to leave the video there today. Slightly disappointed, but look, it is what it is. At least I've had a go on a Granite once again. Don't forget, if you want to win this truck and hopefully have way more luck with it than I have, you can check it out on raffle now. And of course, that fantastic looking Infraction 3S. Just make sure you've got a very expensive, high C rating, brand new battery pack to run in one of these. The whole thing's a bit of a joke, really. Cheers for watching. See you on the next one. Take care. Now, if you missed my Vortex review, don't forget to go and check that one out. That one wasn't as disappointing as the Granite. Or if you want to check out the review that I did on the Infraction 3S BLX, which is still one of my favorite videos ever, click the bottom video now.